Good afternoon. How are you? How are you? What's happening? How's everybody today? Hope you're doing well. So what's happening today? Anything good happening out there? Birthdays? I don't want to say weddings. Celebration. What have I been doing today? Nothing. I had a little bit of a nap this afternoon. Just resting from yesterday. About wore me out. I didn't hurt myself in any way. My muscles are not sore. A little bit windy again. I love this weather. If it's like this in England, you go, oh, it's miserable, it's always overcast. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's go sit in the woods, shall we? So, from the woods. Yesterday, I cut the tree down. It wasn't a big tree. It was like a small to middle, I guess. But it was very humid. It wanted to rain, so quite hot. But I got it down and got it away and went to got my keyboard yesterday. So that was cool. I haven't played with it yet. I just feel too tired. Brain can't think. So I just been looking at it, and I've actually tried to, because you got to install the software, select too much when you're tired. So I've just been like chilling out today, taking it easy. Normally I don't talk about anything negative, but I gotta tell you this. I got a I don't know if he's subscribed. Oh, he said he was anyway. I don't even know who he was. Said, I have to unsubscribe because I consider you to be an exhibitionist. If I'm an exhibitionist, then don't watch me. Funny. It's like hot. I'm pouring with sweat and he wants me to put a shirt on. Dude, really? If that's all you have to worry about in life? You know, it's funny, you know, in the West, well, I say West because of Europe and America, right? You don't really think too much about working in the garden with no shirt on because it's never that hot. But here, you know, you can, if you drive around the village, you'll see guys working in the garden all day long with nothing on. Unless they're working in the fields. If they're working in the fields, they'll have shirts on and hats on and gloves on and trousers on because they're trying to protect their skin. But if you're puttering about in the garden, shorts and flip-flops, or trousers and flip-flops, or they have like a, I don't want to say skirt, but it's like something like that. So today what did I do? I just basically been listening to the news, trying to find out what's going on, and it's spooky out there. That's why every day I do what I do, I think, I'm happy doing what I do. It's like really spooky out there. Terror, you know, you have to pay this to sell your stuff in our place and put sanctions on everybody. I'm like, dude, everybody knows bullies fail. Everybody knows, you know, you can't be mean to people forever because you're going to fail. It's just a law. You can call it karma, you can call it whatever you want, but it's kind of scary to watch it happening. So that's why I love to live here and try not, I want to know what's going on, but I don't want to know what's going on, so it's kind of all the time. But yesterday I got this tree down, so I come over and sat in the woods, but I had like a little epiphany and nobody to talk to, so you have to listen. You know, in 4 more days I'll have been here in Thailand 7 years. I left to go to England for 3 weeks after about 18 months, and I haven't been anywhere since. I've just stayed in Thailand. Do I have any plans to go anywhere? Nope. Stay right here. As I said before, I'm going to stay here until they throw me out for irritating everybody. One thing I wanted to say is I want to do a video because I'll have been in Thailand 7 years on the 12th, and today's what? I think today's the 8th. So that, what's that going to be? 9, 10, 11, 12 is Monday. So I was going to do a video on Monday, 7 years in Thailand. And I thought, you know, you could talk about so much, but you know, I've never done a part 1, part 2. But if there's questions you might have and things you might want to understand or know, feel free to ask. And if I think it's appropriate, I'll stick it in and talk about it. But there's things that I know of, because I've been here so long, that I see every day, that I want to talk about. And why would people want to move away from the West? You have your reasons, right? I had my reasons, and I'm still happy to be here. Even though sometimes, like I say, the culture is different, and it can wind you up at times. You know, for a holiday, you probably think, oh, that's cute. But when you live here a long time, it starts to grind on you. But if you have a question, feel free to ask. A couple weeks ago, I watched a documentary about how universities in the U.S. are closing. They said it was, can't remember if it was a year before or last year, 15 universities closed. Mainly they were liberal arts kind of universities. So you think, well, that wasn't a great loss, but because people aren't interested in getting in debt for the sake of a piece of paper to go work at McDonald's, right? So, but this morning I watched a little video clip about a girl, young girl. She was 11 and turned 12 just recently. And her from America, her parents took her out of school. They were really well off, and then they hit financial time, you know, some bad times in finance, and so they decided to sell up and get all the money they could of what they had left and disappear. And they went traveling, and they wound up in Bali. And she was like 9, 10, and 11 years old or something. And you know what the greatest gift that their parents give her was? The ability they taught her how to be an entrepreneur. You know, how to develop a product, how to, first of all, see a niche, develop a product, and sell it online. So here she is, 11 years old, and apparently she went into the Shark Tank, you know, where they went to, where people go and put their case forward to get lent money to develop a business. I don't know anything about that part. I just know that she was offered 30 million, but she had to give 70% of the business to this guy who was going to lend the money, and she said, I think she said no. But she took $20 from her parents and turned it into over 100. I don't know how much. She just said 6 figures. Well, that's over 100,000, right? And you know, part of me is like, even though I'm 62 and I'm thinking, you know, I could retire, you know, I don't have to do nothing, but I'm not that kind of person that can sit around and do nothing. My brain is far too active, and my body is good, it's still healthy. So, you know, don't have anybody really to share my ideas with, but I've always got an idea, but I have no place to work. So one of the reasons why I thought of this, actually get on and do it, the tree house or house on the floor, is turn it into something that somebody could stay, but it could also be like an office or a workshop, clean. It wouldn't be a sawdust and things like that in there. It would be like buying components, putting it together, or making something that's clean, you know, and just sitting in there, and if at some point maybe hire somebody or 2 or 3 people to make stuff and then try to sell it online. So that's why I was thinking about the tree house. But I just go back to the girl with the, I think she's 12 now. What a gift to give your child. I mean, I guess they're homeschooling her now, but no official pieces of paper. The only bad side is if she wants to join back in with the system, they're going to say, where's your high school diploma? But, you know, she's not a dummy. If you listen to her talk, she's very intelligent. So, I guess she could pass that quite easy as long as they teach her the basics, right? Anyway, food for thought, right? And more food for thought from my video on Monday. Okay guys, I'm going to sign off and say good night. Look after yourselves. Thanks for being here. If you like any of my videos, I'd be grateful if you could share it somewhere. Help me grow a little bit. All the very best. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. Look after yourself, guys. Good night.